Welcome and welcome back, everybody. Tabletop Toki here. I don't know if anybody else is still up on a Saturday night, at least it's Saturday night here. But as in normal fashion, I got some games and I am too impatient to wait till even tomorrow to open them. So it's been quite a day, a very long day, but I thought, what the heck, why not? We're here. Let's unbox some games. So I was a little confused because I had ordered some games from the Game Crafter. And yesterday I got a notice that I had not one, but two packages coming my way, even though I was only supplied with one tracking code from the Game Crafter. So that was quite the conundrum. And then I thought maybe they scanned it twice, but it was two different tracking numbers, so I thought maybe it was being like transferred or there was an error, and they were both shipped out on the same day, both scheduled for the same delivery date. I was very confused. I thought, was there an error? Did they send it as two shipments? I don't know. But lo and behold, I did get the two and I solved the mystery. So this first game is actually a surprise game from the wonderful folks over at DVC Games. They happened to send me their reprint of one of their games that was released again this month. And it just so happened that it shipped it from the Game Crafter at the same time pretty much as my order. So what are the odds? I was literally up all night like, wait, I can't go to bed. I need to figure out why I have two different tracking numbers for this one order, but mystery solved. So we're gonna start with that, and then I'll get into some of the other games from the Game Crafter. If y'all aren't familiar, the Game Crafter is based out of Madison, Wisconsin, and they offer different board game bits, and they're print on demand. So a lot of independent board game publishers use them to print their own games, or designers, and they're really cool. They have a lot of really innovative stuff on there, so I always like to check it out and see, you know, what's what. They recently had a New Year's sale, so I was able to get quite a bit of stuff and stock up on some old favorites, so we'll be checking those out here today. But if y'all are joining live, welcome. Thanks for being here. Little bit odd timing for a stream. I don't know that we've done a stream this like late before, but I like to vary it up and try to catch people, and so that people can join from wherever they are, whenever they have time. So this one from DVC Games is called Screen Park. It's from the design collective Jasper Beatrix with art by Nick Tofani. It looks really cool. I love the aesthetic. So let's see what it is here. We have Screen Park is a game by haunters for haunters. Players are managers of a haunted house venue getting ready for the Halloween season. The problem? All we have on hand are the sets, costumes, and effects from last year. By taking what they need and passing on the rest, players will build up their horror experience scene by scene, trying to stay on theme and keep the thrill building up. There are also VIPs set to visit on the opening weekend and keep it. Their review may make or break the business. Can you manage your staff, decor, and special effects to create the best and most terrifying haunted house in the country? So it is 1 to 5 players, 30 minutes, ages 13 and up. And I'm really excited to delve in here and see what we've got. I really like dark themes, carnival, theme park, etc. In fact, I found out about a like horror gothic shop in one of the downtown areas by me recently that a friend took me to, and I was like, how did I not know this existed within like 30 minutes of where I live? So I'm basically taking everybody I know now and forcing them to go with me just so I can go back. They support like a lot of local artists and things, and this would be like perfectly at home there for sure. All right, let me see if I can get my lighting a little bit more even. Hey, thanks for joining. Yeah, I'm really excited to try this one out, especially since it has solo. I'm planning on probably doing a solo stream when we get a chance. So yeah, it looks like you're gonna choose cards from your hand to use, and then take some different actions by placing, adding to scenes, hiring staff, or adding genre cards. And then there are some important notes about what that looks like in terms of like the order of things. I really like that DVC puts uses the inside of the box to put some like helpful tips for their games. That always makes teaching and referencing a lot easier than having to flip through the rulebook. And speaking of the rulebook, ooh, this one looks very straightforward. So I'm guessing a lot of the complexity comes from like the cards themselves. So we've got a front, and then with the setup and a back. And that's it. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Love to see it. All right. So we're gonna go ahead and take a look here. We have our signature cloth board that DVC has with many of their games. I did a solo playthrough party video of Typeset a while back, and I'm not sure if I unboxed it on stream, but I recently got Corvids from them as well. That one's really cool. We were playing as crows. Oh, I love this. The genre cards, scene cards, like the little guys. Excellent. Alrighty. I like this like kind of, oh man, do you see? Y'all see that? This kind of like black denim-y bleached look too. I wonder, you know, just this is right up my alley. So very exciting. Did not plan that. Did not know that the board looked exactly like that, but you'll love to see it. Okay, so we're gonna put that back in here. I don't think it needs the baggie, so we'll leave that off to the side. And then let's see, we have our meeples here, as well as our, looks like player meeples, very large, and our stars, which are gonna attract points, I'm sure. And then we have some different cards in here as well. So for here we have, some scoring cards, the player reference cards, nice. And then it looks like we have some theme cards, which are probably points for different themes that you can have. I love that. And we have our VIPs that are gonna visit. Oh, I love the pops of color. Wow, look at that. That's so cool. Awesome. Alrighty. So there are those. And those look like kind of just standard size cards. And then we have some of these skinny cards, which I'm guessing are going to be for our rides and what have you. Or different like features. We have a quiet toy store, a police precinct, prison cell. So yeah, these are different scene cards. A meat freezer. All right, sick. Empty stables. These are really cool. A webbed attic. Hey, welcome. Glad you could join. Oh, look at this little observation deck. Little creature there with glowy eyes. Cornfields. Okay, yeah, I am very excited for this one. A ranger station. Look at that little like cryptid guy up there. Crazy. Love to see it. Yeah, I am extremely excited about this one. Because like I said, the aesthetic right up my alley. The other day I got, oh gosh, what was it? We read, I found a children's book at a thrift shop by Shelf Silverstein called Don't Bump the Glump. And it reminded me of like a Tim Burton poetry book called The Mysterious Death of Oyster Boy. I reread through that. It's like a book, it's like a prized possession of mine that I've had since junior high. And a lot of the art in this is very, not the same, but like similar vibes to a lot of that. Cool. All right, so we have so many different scenes. Evil Realm with the Demon Queen. Oh, and then we have these different kinds of tags that we're gonna add on, it looks like, to our scenes. Awesome. So like I said, I'm very excited to play this one solo and hopefully be able to like teach it at game night this coming week, so that I can put together a solo party for it, either a video or a live stream, and let y'all know, give you the inside scoop to see how it plays and what's good. But I have to say, I am already very excited about everything that I'm seeing here. So we'll put that back in there. That is Scream Park from DVC Games. And again, huge shout out to DVC Games for just being, in general, super awesome, and for sending a copy to share. So we have that there. Okay. And on to the main order. We have a lot of bunny litter. I feel like I'm pulling out entrails. There's a book from my childhood that I know was real, but I can't find it. It was about a dog that made an egg for him to hatch from. Whoa, that sounds wild. I love that. All right, bunny litter. That sounds really cool. If you ever find it, let me know. Or if y'all have recommendations for like cool kids books, I really love collecting children's books. Creepy or not, some just have really good art and are really good, but if you have any suggestions, let me know. This is what we've got. This is what we're working with. Like, I love all these tiny little gems. Okay, so there's a couple of things in here that I ordered that are admittedly not for me, but when you're ordering, you know, you gotta support and you gotta put it in. So we have Bardscaping from Joe Clipfelt, excuse me. This is an 18 card, basically miniature wingspan. I actually got to play this and show a friend of mine this one today, my copy. So I picked some up because they're like super cheap, and they're great games. So they're just like nice ones to have on hand if I'm meeting someone who like really likes Wingspan and they want to get into solo gaming. It's 1 to 2 players. It's about 15-30 minutes depending, or you know, play a quick 2-player game. That's one that I always recommend. In fact, I think it was on my top 10 solo game list from last year. I don't remember. It's all blurring together. So we got 2 copies of that. I also got 2 copies of another game that I think was on the list that year as well. Cursed. This probably looks very familiar to some of y'all. So this is 1 player, about 3 to 6 minutes, which is accurate once you know what you're doing, from Goblin Hour Games. It's just a quick push your luck card game with some multi-use cards. I did a solo party video on this one, and like I said, it was on my top 10 solo games from last year, I believe, or was it last year? One of the two, a recent top 10 solo games. So I got a couple copies of those because again, they're just great games to have on hand and to be able to gift and help get people into solo gaming, and some great designs. I also got, speaking of Goblin Hour Games, 2 copies of Gamma Guild, which was on this year's list. So this was a little chunkier, 8 to 15 minutes, maybe more depending on your play style, I would say, but definitely 20 or less. We were completing quests, and I did a solo party video on this one as well. So if you want to find out more about that, you can check that out on the channel once we're done here. And let's see, are there any other doubles? I think those are all the doubles. I did want to get copies of Mindburner. It's Into the Void, but I think they were out, or I must have forgotten to put them in something. I don't know. I'll get them next time, basically. But I did get, a couple new games for me. I was like looking through my order and I'm like, wait, did I see like, you know, did I get anything for me, or did I just order like games that I love that I'm excited to share with people and give to people? So I did get a couple things for me. We'll start with this one because this is one I've had in my cart for quite a while. I don't think it even has a BGG page, but I'll have to check. If not, I guess I'll make one. But we have Bilbao Board Games presents the Sparrow's Knot. So this is a solo game that plays in 5 to 20 minutes. The Sparrow's Knot is a gentle solitaire game where you're drawing and arranging cards to make winning combinations, and with each set you make comes a choice that may aid you later. When playing this puzzle, you will always need to think ahead, or you may suddenly find yourself at a loss. So it looks really cool. I watched the designer do a playthrough, and I thought that looks like something I would like. It kind of gave me vibes of like Harvesting 12 from Dual Brain Games, or I think they have a similar game called 13 where you have your grid of cards and you're trying to like maximize the cards based on how they interact with each other, from what I remember. But let's open her up and see what's what. Hey Scott, welcome. Hope you're having a great day too. So yeah, we have 36 cards. They're these really nice, like illustrative, kind of like wildlife illustrations. I don't know if there's a specific term for that, but like the scientific kinds of looking arts. And then we have the numbers in the bottom corner, and then different card abilities for some of these cards as well. So let's see exactly kind of, that's like, oh, I really like that heron. We have, whatchamacallit, like a little creek that runs through by where I'm at, on a trail that I walk on regularly, and we have herons all the time. I've even seen like baby herons in the spring. It's so cute. All right, so let's see what's what. Sparrow's not. So it looks like it's a solitaire game where you draw cards to form a grid. The objective is to clear the grid by making sets of 3 adjacent cards that either share the same value or have values in a sequential order. You remove and save these sets, which can then be used to rearrange cards in the grid. Interesting. Okay. This shows you have like up to a 4x4 grid, and then you're going to be making those sets to remove cards. And I think you're trying to get rid of, like it said, clearing the grid, so getting rid of all of them. So a little solitaire puzzle. Yep, and how to win, clear the grid after drawing all 36 cards. Cool. Excellent. And yeah, these are the rules. That's all of it. And then we just have bird ID down here and here. So we know which birds we're working with. Yeah, very excited. And yeah, the boxes are super nice. But they like make the whole thing, and there's a QR code for the tutorial on there as well, which is great. I'm gonna double check and see if this does have a BGG link. So I can add it. Oh, there's so much glare. So I can add it to my collection if it does, because I always forget to do that and update. Not Sparrow's. Sparrow's not working. Let's see. I don't think it does yet, so I'll make a note to make a page for it later, I suppose. But that's the first one. I'll say the big game, like big, you know, it's slightly larger than one of these boxes, for last. So the next one is probably the smallest game on the list. I'll have to get a little box for this. I didn't get a box, guys. It's been a day. It's been like work since 7 a.m. and then board game brunch from 10 to 5 p.m. with some like going out for tteokbokki lunch in between, and then I had like bubble tea thing that I had to go to, so it's just been crazy. And I was like, I could wait to do an unboxing stream, but nah. Okay, so this is Zom-Boy Plus, and it's just one card. This is like your whole board and setup and everything. Whoa, why is my table so wiggly? We'll try that again. This is your whole board, card setup, etc. So there are different layouts that you can play through, I suppose. Maybe? Is that what that is? I'm not sure, but they look the same. Let's see. So let's actually see what's going on. So Zom-Boy Plus. Okay. And then we have, oh, do we like write on them? Is that why? Let's see. Okay, so it says that the objective, the survivors must kill, so yeah. Each player is going to choose a team, zombies or survivors. You're going to have 4 tokens on the edges for the survivors, and then the zombies going to have a horde of 12 tokens to draw from. And the objective is that the survivors must kill the zombies by jumping over them into the empty square. The zombies must turn the survivors by having a zombie on 2 opposite adjacent squares. All right, cool. So you're going to be moving around, and you have 3 like movement types. We have coffee, boot, and skull. The game ends when survivors have 5 zombies in their victory pile, or the zombies have turned or killed 3 survivors. So you're going to be manipulating around and doing that. Oh, hey! Thanks, Steven. Appreciate it. So I'm not sure, like it's a single card game and they do look all very similar. So I'm not sure if this is just like multiple copies or quite what's going on there, but if it is, that's really cool. And I'm definitely going to make little boxes to share with people. So yeah, it's a quick 2-player game, plays in just about 15 minutes, 12 years and up. 100% undead. Yeah, and I really like the old, is this the classic Game Boy? I don't know anymore. The very old type of aesthetic Game Boy games. I never had like an OG Game Boy. I think I got in around the time of Game Boy Color. I had the purple see-through one that looked like, you know, Gengar. So I have the cool one, but yeah, I really like this aesthetic. It's very well done with the art and everything. So I'm excited to try this one out. I've gotten a lot of opportunities to play 2. Now I feel old. Well, it's like the OG, you know? And I'm saying old, because there have been so many. There's like the new, but then there's the new and the new, you know? Yeah. I had Game Boy Color, but I think this is the version, like the OG, super, very first. I don't know if it was the very first Game Boy, but there's that. So we have Zom-Boy Plus. That one's pretty cool. I don't know. There's this one spot has so much glare. Can we fix it? No, but then there's not enough light. I don't know. I give up. We're putting it here. All right. So we have Zom-Boy Plus. This is another 2-player game called Leviathan. And I believe it's a hidden movement game. So we're going to see exactly what that is. I've heard things about this one before, and I've like put it in, taken it out of my cart. So we'll see about that. Man, I have a really sad story about my Game Boy Color. I don't know if I want to get into it. I might cry. But like basically, I put so many hours into freaking Pokemon Blue. It was insane. I was glued to that thing. Brought it to the store. My mom was like, "You're not bringing that in the store." And I was like, "Why not?" She's like, "You're gonna drop it." I was like, "I'm not gonna drop it. That's ridiculous. I'm playing the game. How would it fall out of my hands?" She asked me to go get a cart. And so I put it like between my arm and my side, and I pulled on the cart and it wouldn't come out. Game Boy dropped, broke the sound. So it was like all fuzzy or whatever. And like all, I don't know what the word is, but distorted. And I'm like, oh God, I turn it on. Luckily it turns on. Luckily the game boots up. All my save files, gone. It took me like 2 weeks of crying to finally be like, I can start over. It's fine. Start over, put like 2 hours in, solid 2 hours, right? 7-year-old me doing the montage. And at the end of the 2 hours, I'm like, all right, I gotta like do homework and stuff. So I guess I'm gonna save and call it a day. Unable to save. I was like, are you kidding me? I put in so much work, but it gets worse. This is insane. So I thought, because I don't know if y'all know, like back in the day, you could insert the cartridge. There was like an adapter that you could put into your N64 controller, and then you could plug in your cartridge so you could play like your Pokemon games in Pokemon Stadium on the N64, and you could like upload your Pokemon so that you could battle with them. But I thought like, wait, I've done that. I've uploaded my Pokemon to my N64, so I absolutely still have my like maxed out level Blastoise and all my favorite Pokemon. I just need to go in. It wasn't there. I had the same bright idea in junior high school. They still weren't there, believe it or not, in high school. And even as an adult, where it's like one of those fever things in the middle of the day on a random day, whatever I'm doing. And I'm like, wait, all my Pokemon from when I was 7, they're still alive. They're just trapped in my N64. I just have to hook it up. I don't know why I didn't think of this. No, they're not there. Spoiler alert. There is no universe where they are still in existence. Yeah, I don't know if it's battery. I did see something quite a few years ago that was like, oh, if your thing isn't saving, there's like some certain thing in the cartridge that can get knocked loose. I don't know. I don't think that it's the battery though. It might be. I don't know. But I was like, you know, at this point, it's been like 20 years. I don't want to reopen that wound. I don't want to get my hopes up again for the umpteenth time. I have really bad luck with video games, by the way. So there we go. That's that tip of the iceberg of my video game save trauma. But hey, Daniel, welcome. What time is it in Australia? Like I never know. But yeah, Finspan. Jeez. We'll talk about that later. I'm gonna do a whole stream ranting. This is not the time. Every time I want to make a stream about it, I feel like I turn around and there are more posts just adding to how ridiculous the situation is. I'm just like, I just need to like let everybody calm down, and then I will see if I can address it without getting canceled. 2:52 p.m. Hey, perfect timing. All right, so anyway, back to board game Leviathan. I gotta stop wiggling the table. I don't know why it's so wiggly right now. In this asymmetrical nautical combat game, one player controls the fearsome Moby Dick and a pod of whales, the Beasts, using hidden movement to elude the opponent, who controls the whaling fleet of Ahab and his crew, the Hunters. The Ahab player wins by slaying Moby Dick. The Moby Dick player wins by sinking the Hunter's ship. The Pequod, is that how it's pronounced? I'm not sure. Well, let's see. You need a Nintendo screwdriver? Jeez, yeah, I don't know. It didn't seem that hard to fix when I found the tutorial finally, but it's like, I don't even know where that stuff is. It's like buried somewhere. Text too small. Read the rules at gloryandallbright.com/Leviathan. Yeah, this is very small text. This must be like 6-point font because this is a little crazy. All right, so let's see. For setup, we have a play area, which is the entire size of your table. What? You get bonus cards. The whale player gets 6 whale cards face down. Ahab gets the quad with stern edge touching their table edge. So you're like using the physical space of the table to maneuver around. So it looks like we have, so these are, ooh, what's going on here? So Starbucks boat, either upright or capsized, and then we have these directional something cards, minimum, maximum. I'm not sure what's going on. Stubbs boat. Okay, we have a combat reference. Let's get these sorted. B-Quad, we have Leviathan, Station. These look like Deep Dive, different cards, Make Sail, There She Blows. So these look like the captain's cards with the, what's it called? The wheel. Oh geez, what is it called? Whatever that's called. And then the whale tail. The Trick of the Light. So I think these are whale cards where you can like hide, ramming speed, black oars, last boat, Moby Dick, and catch a lot. Cool. And they have attacks and defenses. So looks like these are all the whale player cards. And these ones. Yeah, I know it's a whale tail, but what is the little, is it just a steering wheel? I feel like that's a dumb name for a cool thing on a ship that's like way cooler than it is in a car. Rondelle? I don't know. Yeah, but I'm very excited to try this one out. Like I said, had a lot of opportunities lately to play 2-player games, so this one looks like it could be pretty cool. I'm gonna put I'll put them facing each other. Why not? And the combat reference cards. Ooh, or we'll just do that. That's on the outside. And I don't know what this is, maximum, minimum. Oh, do you actually get to like harpoon? Oh, crazy. I cannot. Rondette? Wait, what? Captain's wheel sounds right. What's the rondette? I have to look this up. First, Leviathan, BGG, and Zom-Boy plus BGG. I already forgot to add a game. Oh no. Like I said, it's been a long day. Okay. So you have Zom-Boy plus. Nope, not Leviathan Wild, just Leviathan. There we go. Add the collection. Add the collection. Rondelle? I'm looking it up. What is a ship's steer? Oh, it already came up. What is a ship's steering wheel called? It's just called the helm? Isn't that like the part of the ship? Not just that? Ship's wheel or boat's wheel? The helm is the entire steering system of the ship, which includes the wheel or tiller and any associated equipment. Okay. It's just called a ship's wheel? That's the lamest thing ever. I don't know. Rondelle would be a cooler name than all of those, to be fair. Even the Rondette. Okay, so there's Leviathan. 2-player hidden movement game. I have another smallish game called Xian, a fairy tale card game. It's so pretty. I had no idea what this was, but I did some quick research and I was like, you know what? Yeah. Ages 12 and up, 15 to 30 minutes, 3 to 6 players. So a little different. Take the helm. Yeah, but I thought that I mistakenly thought that was in reference to like the whole front area of the ship. Turns out it's in between the wheel itself and that area. It's like all the mechanisms there. That's what I had always thought. Or, you know, but thinking about it, isn't the wheel more towards the back usually? So that doesn't make sense that I thought it was the front of the ship. I clearly don't know how ships work. Like, all of the Pirates of the Caribbean movies have come out during my lifetime, and I still have no idea what a ship is, even. Like, honestly. Okay, so this one says, once upon a time in ancient China, lived a young peasant girl whose appearance at the New Year's festival enchanted the emperor. He was tasked, you and your fellow advisors to find and bring her to him, succeed, and good fortune awaits. Are you up for the task? Xian is a game of risk, deduction, and luck for 3 to 6 players where happily ever after really does come true. So kind of similar to the Western tale of Cinderella, but based on some Chinese folk tales, I think. Okay, so we have our pavilion and our cave. And then we have our Emperor's Favor, so you can track it. Ooh, and this is like, you can ride on this with dry erase. Okay, let's see. Captains don't steer the large ships, helmsmen do? Oh boy. Alrighty, fine. Whatever. Ship wheel. We'll just call it that. Okay, so we have our rules of what you do on your turn. Oh, these are little reference cards. Cool. So you select one of the cards in your hand and place it on the pavilion or the cave. So the pavilion's going to allow you to swap the card in your hand with the current card here, and then follow the icons and abilities on the card. Or you can put it in the cave. The new card that you get goes face down. No abilities or icons activate when a card is placed in the cave, and then your turn ends once a card is played. The round ends when a player plays the Emperor out in the pavilion if Xian is in her festival outfit, for when a player plays the Slipper card. Okay. Oh. And we have Sunrise. Look at how cute this art is. Girl. Same. Okay, and then we have our different cards that I'm assuming go with the tail. That correspond to like night or day, or different icons here that do different things. And then we have some extra cards based on player count, it looks like, with the 4+ and 5+, I'm assuming. But that might be totally different. It might be something else entirely. So we will find out. Very cool. Yeah, I'm excited to try this one out. I don't know if it's kind of similar, like not the same, but maybe kind of similar to, oh my gosh, Love Letter, where it looks like you're just gonna kind of have one card that you're swapping around and trying to like have the best card or at the opportune time. I'm not entirely sure, but it seems like it might be something in that realm of things. Yeah, very cool. So yeah, we'll see what happens with that. Always have 3 to 4 Kickstarters in the hopper. Oh my gosh, I can't. Hey, Donnie! Yay! Glad you were making it live. See, this is why I like to vary the times that I stream, because like some people, you know, for some people it's the middle of the afternoon, totally acceptable time to be awake. For some of us, it's like nearing the middle of the night. You just never know. People have all different schedules. Just talk about ships in chat. Go for it, please. I will come back and educate, like, I will come back and I will treat it all as facts. Fill me with fake facts about ships, please. All right, we're gonna go ahead and open up this next one. So we have Reign and Ruin. Okay. When is your next game shipment? Oh, come on, y'all. I would love to go on a board game cruise, by the way. When's the next Dice Tower cruise? Or are there any other ones? Because I feel like that would be super fun, maybe? I don't know. Anybody ever been? 11 p.m. here on the East Coast. All right. Okay, so this one, again, didn't really know much about it. Game by Henrik Peterson and Daniel Turman. But the art looks so cool. Can y'all sense a theme with some of these games? We've got, like, cute, pretty bird, palace, gardens, and then we've got like Death and despair. Okay. So it says this twilight closes in on one. Let's try again. Give me 1 second. Woo! As twilight closes in on once great civilizations, warring rulers make a last push for supremacy. Use the unique abilities of the tribes of Everfall? Looks like Everfall, to secure the future of your lineage no matter the cost. Draft your hand of cards, use them for victory points or for their unique abilities, and outwit your opponents in this easy-to-learn, quick-to-play game that will surprise you and have you coming back again and again. I also like how the fancy text, like, dramatic, and I'm like, oh yeah, this is just instructions. Let's just read this out as quickly as possible. So yeah, we'll see. So there's those. Hey, thank you. Best ship is a Drakkar. What's a Drakkar? Thanks, Corey. And am I going to level up retreat? What's the level up retreat? And yeah, these are all very small. The next one is like the biggest one, but it's like about this size, so they're all tiny. All right, Reign and Ruin. Also, what's a Drakkar? Somebody inform me. Bridges of ship. Oh my gosh, more ship stuff. Jeez. I don't know, but this is starting to sound a little like some bullshit, am I right? A Viking ship. Ooh, that sounds cool. All right, let's see. So we have our rules here, our how to play. Very straightforward. And then, whoa. Okay, I don't know how I feel about that flipping, but that's okay. It's fine, it's fine. Oh, artwork also by Henrik Peterson. Graphic design by Daniel Sermon. Y'all know I love me some board game designers who also do their own art. That is wild. So yeah, it looks like this is a drafting game where you're either going to play the cards for their score or you're going to play them for their ability. And you have to like kind of manage the difference, or manage, you know, where you want points versus where you want to like leverage some of the powers to potentially get more points. Look at the back of these cards. Ooh, I didn't even know. Oh, that is, y'all see that? These ombre skulls, purple to orange fade. Yes, please. I want this as my wallpaper, and I mean on all of my walls of my house. All right. Level Up Retreat is a board game con mostly for playing games in New Jersey. Oh, that sounds so fun. I don't know if I can get all the way to New Jersey in that amount of time, though. How many? Yeah, what's the size of the convention? Like, when is it? Like Friday, Saturday, Sunday? Is it just weekend? Look like a mini map of Mario and NES. Oh, thank you, sir. Thanks for joining. Happy New Year. Yeah, this is cool. Whoa, and check this out. Like when you do, it doesn't look as cool when let's see. Like one of those. Oh, it makes a cooler pattern when it was like doing it naturally when it was just a little bit. Whoa, that's very trippy. Okay. So yeah, we have our different cards here. So it looks like these have different levels of points, but they destroy fighters. These protect fighters. And we have these crows, swap with a fighter. Our Hexen, ooh, draw a card. All right. And our Kurgots, I don't know, double fighter values. That is some gnarly headwear. We have our Nemora, which help us revive fighters. Okay, very cool. I was not expecting how vibrant, I was not expecting the cards to be so vibrant, but I really like this color palette and like how much these colors pop. Yeah, very excited to try this one out. And again, this one is, where'd it go? 2 to 4 players. So again, hopefully you can get it played tomorrow or game night this week. Either or both, potentially. Yeah, if you guys have any like small local cons, especially if they're like in or near the Midwest, that's a little more doable for me. just in terms of expenses and traveling and etc. But I would really like to go to more. There's one that I'm going to be going to in February. That's in the Chicago burbs, called Polar Vortex. If any of y'all are going to be there, it's going to be a party. Come say hi. We can play some games. But yeah, haven't come across how many went last year. Don't think it's sold out. Oh, guys, you gotta give me more of a heads up than like a couple weeks before, especially if it's gonna be like halfway across the country. But yeah, with turtles watching, I missed that part for the Mario NES. Okay, last one, super excited. This is one that's been on my list for a very long time. And speaking of artists or designers who do their own art as well, we have, I'm just gonna have like right where the light is. Come on. No, yes, no. Oh my gosh. No, that's just a dead spot. We can't put things there. But speaking of people who do their own art, we have banners from Jason Glover, Grey Gnome Games. So excited. Yeah. This one, I love the art. Curious, how do you usually store these small games? So it depends. The ones in tins, I have a whole section on like my shelf. So I organize my shelves by mechanics. So I separate out all my cooperative games and all my speed and dexterity games, because those are the ones that people tend to have strong feelings about. And then from there, I sort the rest by player count. So on my solo shelf, especially because I have a lot of like mint tin solo games, I have an entire just like row of mint tins, or stack of mint tins, but I think it's more of a row because they're vertical. And then like some of these ones, if they have tuck boxes, they usually fit pretty well together. Or I find like the nice little spaces between games where you can't fit like a boxed game, I'll like slide, little birdscaping on the bottom, a little mine burners on the top, and it fills it out pretty nicely. Some of the ones like Zom-Boy, which is going to have some keys in it, I should have brought them up, but like I said, it's been a crazy day. I have like plastic, like card holding boxes basically, that you can put in there and then just like pop stuff in. I'll show them on a print and play stream if I ever figure out what I'm doing with my life as far as printers go. Yikes. That's a whole nother topic. But yeah, I usually have dedicated areas on my shelf, like 2-player shelf. I have a section for small games on one of the shelves, or like my solo games. And for some of the other ones, it's just like wherever they fit. But yeah, usually works out pretty well. I have a lot of like weird shaped games too. Like a lot of people have a lot of like the just like 12 by 12 boxes, and they all fit super nicely. Mine's like a weird, crazy Tetris puzzle. I'll have to do like another organizing or like culling stream again in the game room. But yeah. Yeah, glad to see some love for Jason's games in the chat. Yeah, so the like tower defense-y one is Gate and Gates. Yeah. But he has Dust Runner, which I've done a solo party for as well. That one might probably be my favorite. But I'm very excited to try Banners. Banners has a similar kind of vibe to another Game Crafter game that I love, which is the Brambles, John Burton game. Super good one. Y'all haven't checked it out. It's also on BGA now. There's that. Okay, so we have banners. Oh, let's check out the back. So, rumors of war have spread across the land of Tasnia. As the sun rose on the first day of spring, the clanking of steel echoed through the valleys, over mountains, and across seas. In Banners, you will make a secret alliance with one or perhaps two armies and attempt to take control of the most revered locations by placing your faction cards in just the right spots. Will your choices bear fruit, or will you succumb to your foes? Whoo! I'm excited. And it's 2 to 4 players, ages 12 and up, about 30 minutes. So I will say that like tile laying, area influence stuff is not necessarily always my cup of tea, but I could not resist. I love so many of Jason's games. He also did Stew, which Button Shy picked up. One of my favorite bluffing games that's ever been created. But yeah, the art is always, yeah. Jason, if you ever see one of my videos, can we be friends? Can we hang out? I think we might be neighbors based on where Grey Gnomes is based out of. Like, please be my friend. All right, so we have our pawn here. And we have, I had no idea it had these really cool little like coin tokens. Super sick. I don't know if y'all can see. It's got like some Celtic knotting on one side and then some symbols on the other. And we've got our milky white cubes. Very cool. Very exciting. Yeah. I haven't played Desolate yet, but I would love to. There are a couple that I haven't played of his, but I'm a big fan of the ones that I have. Okay. Those back there. Actually, this one has like the little tag on it, so I'm going to put them in this other bag without the little sticky on it. I don't want it to get on the cards. Not that I think it would, but you know. Okay. Okay, so we have that, and then we have some of our cards, and then we have, what is this? What is this? Just the rules? Okay, sure. Like, they're in their own bag. Okay, so we have our overview, contents, setup. Nice. Yeah, this looks really sick. I'm so excited. They did this again! Is this a thing? I guess I'm used to a lot of game crafters like mint tin games or games that have like the fold out tuck boxes. Is this how all the paper rules are for their games? Like this way, not this way? What is this? This is the first time this is happening, and it's happened twice, and I'm so thrown off. Yeah, international shipping is hard, Daniel. I totally get you. So the solution is just come over, we'll hang out, we'll drive up to Madison. It's only like 2.5 hours away, and we'll get you all the games. We'll send you home with a suitcase full of games. All right, so rules. A little bit more rules. That's why I just tell people, I'm like, yeah, just come hang out. We'll go to all the places. You can get all the games. Look, see, I'm learning. Third time's the charm, eh? Rounds, coins, ending game scoring. Oh, that looks so satisfying with the grid. Scoring continued. Cool. Yeah. Looks pretty straightforward, I would think. So, excited to delve into this one as well. Oh, and let's see what we have here. So we've got Desolate is a space exploration game, so fun. Yeah, I've heard such good things. What's Underquest? Oh, Tin Helm, Iron Helm. I didn't get to play the big version, but I have played Tin Helm, liked it quite a bit. That's the system that like Dust Runners kind of tweaks. And obviously with a new theme, but Tin Helm, very good. What is Underquest? Is that a new one that's coming out? Okay, so it looks like we have these are like our starting different cards, but then we also have, oh, the Hag. I see some references on the back. Oh, these are for the players. Duh. I should actually look at what's happening. So we have some locations, some different banners. Comes the name of the game. What? I feel like it's like that thing they do when they sing the name of the song, or they say the name of the movie in the movie. Underquest is the current game that Jason is developing. I mean, yes, I assumed, but I would love to know what's going on. Like, what are the primary mechanics? Is it another tin game? Give me the tea, Oblivion Girl. So, okay. So these are the banners that we're going to be positioning around. We have our little score tracks with some card placement reference on the back. And then we have our actual cards, which I'm so excited for the arts. I really like cool, like, oh my gosh, actually, it's right there. I should show it. I'm going to subject y'all to looking at some crazy stuff that I brought back with me from the Netherlands. It's literally right here, so like, it'll take 2 seconds, I promise. I really like old Renaissance-y different like time periods of art, medieval art, etc. One of my good buddies in the Netherlands, father-in-law, was actually a collector of like old rare Bibles. And so he had a bunch of stuff that was like framed by him. My friend had a bunch of stuff that was framed by his father-in-law. And he's like, yeah, I don't know, I'm just gonna take it to the flea market and just like get rid of it because it's not really doing anything here. And I was like, can I have it? Can I take some? And he's like, I mean, they're like all framed, so it's gonna be hard to get them in your suitcase, but yeah. And so I spent an entire night like gently removing the framing and the tape and glue and everything to try to get them condensed down into like this little folder of like my favorite pages. Illuminated, yeah. Any illuminated style stuff. I'm also like super into calligraphy as well. I don't know if y'all know that, but I do calligraphy. So like I really like seeing different styles from throughout time and like how it's evolved, and also from different places in the world. But y'all check these out. These are pretty insane. Okay. Bam. Look at that. And these are like huge, right? Look at the detail. Isn't that wild? Even if it's not, just say yes. Just say yes. Just give me this, okay? Calligraphy live stream? Hell yeah. I would love to. Honestly, if y'all don't mind, like, I don't like just talking. Like, I want to do live streams talking about certain board game things because I got some opinions. But I don't want to just, like, have my face talking and be like, yeah, you must listen to me. So that's why I like doing laws and stuff. But I'm like, I would love to do a calligraphy live stream and just, like, doodle and do calligraphy while we chat. If y'all are down for that, let me know. But also, look how cool. Crazy. You guys see this okay? Is it showing up? So pretty. Man. Kings. Yeah. I just picked some pages that I thought were especially cool, featuring different art. Yeah, I would love to. I'm just like, I really have to compose myself because sometimes the crap that comes out of my mouth, I'm like, I don't know. And like I said, with the spam stuff, literally when it was announced, I'm like, all right, I'm going live. And within like 10 minutes, there were so many different like forums and responses and things that were being sent to me by people of like, look what so-and-so said. Well, look what so-and-so said. Well, look at all these memes. And I'm like, and for the next week, it's just been constant every day. Like, did y'all see this update? And I'm like, woo, yeah, no filters, yeah. Yeah, maybe we'll have to do like a, hey, we're just gonna hang out here. So maybe I'll set it to like a private stream and I'll post the link in the Discord or like on Instagram or in the community tab. If y'all want the unfiltered thoughts, maybe we'll do that. That'll be a true after dark stream. Straight wildin'. Yeah. Yeah, aren't they cool? Like, look at that. Had to get the one with the harp. I don't know if y'all know, but I'm also a harpist. That was my primary profession for a very long time before I got into whatever's happening in my life now. Yeah. So we're almost done. There are only like 3 left, and I think I saved the best one for last. Yeah, aren't these so cool? The level of detail and like all the cross hatching and all the filigree. I got super into learning about filigree for a while and like sketching filigree. It usually stems from like graffiti or tattoo stuff, right? Like I was learning filigree like tattoo styles for like traditional tattooing, and that got me into more like calligraphy, filigree and all sorts of stuff. Look at this boy, Wilden. Do you see him? Do you see him? Bro. Yeah. And a snake. Ooh. The serpent. Y'all wonder where like Tim Burton got it? That's Beetlejuice right there. This is where the wild things are. I forget who wrote that book. Check out this skeleton painting the dude, but he's like, but when you're dead, you'll look just like me. Thursday, Saturday. All right. We'll have to schedule a time where people can actually show up, because like if it's not going to be available to the public, then I want to make it a time where we can actually hang out and talk and have an unfiltered live stream. Wood press for 3 weeks? Ooh, yeah, that sounds intense. Yeah. Oh, maybe that was the wildest page. But yeah, I'll put that one at the bottom, I guess. He's a little crazy on it. Check it out. All right. Thank you for indulging me. Like, this is just cool stuff. One of my dreams is to have like a big enough house in the middle of nowhere that I can like have it doubled as an art gallery and just hang up all the cool art and stuff. I also have like a music page that was torn out of a Gregorian chant book from France that my sister brought back for me. I'm like, this stuff's so cool. I don't know. That's hung up, but yeah, I would love to have these hung up as like panels, get them framed really nicely. You know, normal things people do. Yeah, I think it would be really cool. But that's just me. The problem is my house right now is quite small, and it has a lot of windows, so there's not much real estate for hanging up art, unfortunately, but who knows? I almost bought a church in Wisconsin to live in. It had beautiful 1800s Gothic architecture, rib vaulting on the ceiling, stained glass windows. It was huge. I was like, I could put so much art in this place. It would be sick. I could host a whole board game convention in this place. It was like 6,000 square feet, not counting the full basement, which I don't know what it looked like. Probably a dungeon because there weren't pictures. But anyway. Okay, let's take a look at these cards. Speaking of cool art. Yes, giant frog man. Yes. Our yellows frogs, I guess. Check them out. And then we've got our purple mushroom guy. Yeah. Orangey queen lady and monkey. Yeah. Tin man with the monkey. Church of bunnies and tabletop. Hell yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah, it was weird because I've looked at houses for so long, for so many years at various points in my life, and I'm like, oh, this makes sense. This is why no house has ever been cool, because turns out I want to live in a church. I want my life to be Dark Souls. The hags, we got blue. I don't know if these are supposed to be sorted by color, but that's what I'm gonna do. Oh yeah, stacking them up. Look at all those frogs. Oh, so these must be like forest, like druid type people, because they've got all the foresty stuff on them. Okay, these must be like townsfolk. We got the hag. Whoa! Y'all see him? What up? Yeah, this is the kind of stuff I like to see. Just human face right on the deer. Don't need, no explanation needed. That's all we need to see. Ooh, a frog maiden. Well then. Hey, Drew. Whoa, long time no see a live stream, I think. What's it been? How long's it been? All right, we got some more foresty. He's just got, his whole head is plants. This is the wildin' we were looking for. I'm excited. Nice lady with the lilies, more haggery. Ooh, troll card. What up? Put him over here under the zombies. Got a yellow froggy boy, some purpley. We got a mouse branch. Got a little mouse branch too, but this one's dangling. A little dangly boy. A knight. Oh, so cool. I want to learn more about armor. Do y'all ever be like, man, I should just take a week away from real life and just learn everything I can about armor? That's the thought my brain has had multiple times over the years. More haggery. Oh, more what? This is a whole new color. Green skeleton boy. Okay. Oh yeah. Booth man. What's up? Whoa, Wolfman. I love this. You guys getting a kick out of this? Because I'm getting a kick out of this. I love moths. Moths are so cute. Zogar's Spire. All right. Toad Shrine, the old well. And that reminds me, there was one time where my friend was over and we just got down a rabbit hole of like watching videos of like giant moths flying in slow motion. And then we like found Rainbow Connects, but somebody made like a little water park for their turtle. And then we got into like Korean Lego ASMR cooking videos. We were just sitting on the couch watching them. It's like, all right, this is cool. You want to do something else? You bored? No, this is good. Ooh, Devil Man with the last totem of skulls into that. Owl boy! Yes! Let's go! Oh my gosh. Hags Obelisk, Rock Marsh. This makes me feel like I should study art from, you know, like crazy Renaissance-y type medieval art a little more closely and like learn some of the techniques so I can make beautiful things like Owl Boy. I reiterate, Jason, if you're ever watching this, can we please be friends? Whoa, this is sick. Got shoulder worn? Dang. Okay, into that. Very cute. Little buggies. Goat man, sheep man, bighorn sheep. What up? We got a lonely troll. Aw. Pyramid. Hey, that's a reference to Gate. Or Gate is a reference to this. I'm not sure which came which. Which came? I'm not sure which came first. But Pyramid is one of the cards. That's like the main pyramid thing that you're tracking your fear on in Gate. Yeah, I super love them. Serious point. Like I said, when I was like, ooh, similar, Banners, also great solo game, has art that was lifted from various time periods around here. There's like a dream set. There's like other sets I don't remember right now, but John Burton like curated some very interesting art and then like reworked it to be like all black and gray with some pops of color. Super beautiful game too. If you like wild art and you like how Banners looks, definitely need to check out the Brambles as well. Like I said, I think it's on BGA now. I don't know if it's premium or not. A sickle, not a scythe. Stonemeyer. Then we got Lynx Lady. Lynx Lady, if you were watching, can we be friends? For real. I think the stars are upside down too. What's going on with that? Ooh, sideways card. Cold Power. We got Spirit Stone and Sanctum. Oh man, I am very excited to delve into this. Like I said, this is all the wonderful things. So while I'm putting this away, we'll do a quick wrap up of all the games, and then we should be good to go. So I think that's about everything. So just to go over the games that we unboxed here tonight. Again, thank you if you're here live and joined. If you joined us here live, words are hard. Let's get this put away. So I'll just go over some of the games. So I got some duplicates of games that we didn't unbox because they're going to be like gift games and things like that. Birds Keeping from Joe Clipbell, 18 card wingspan basically in your pocket. So if you're into that, there's that. We have Curse and Gamma Guild from Goblin Hour Games. Both excellent solo games. Love them both to death. So if y'all are in the market for that, I have solo party videos for both of these. You can check those out if you would like to. We also had Scream Park from DVC Games, which they so generously sent a copy of, which is 1 to 5 players, 30 minutes, where you're building a theme park of horror or an amusement park of horror. And then we had for solo games, or solo game, singular, Sparrow's Knot, which is a 36 card puzzle game from Bilbao Board Games. I totally forgot to add these all to my BGG. Oh my gosh, I'll do it after the stream. It's fine. And then for 2-player games, we have Zom-Boy Plus, where one person plays as the 4 survivors and the other plays as the zombie horde. We also have Leviathan, which is a 2-player game, where one person, also asymmetric, one person plays as Ahab and his crew, and the other person plays as Moby Dick and his crew. What up? Whale gang. And then we have some of these both, 2 to 4 and 3 to 6. Reign of Ruin, which is a drafting game, and Xian, which is like a card hand management game. And then we have Banners, which is 2 to 4 games from the wonderful, amazing Jason Glover, featuring Lynx Lady, my new best friend. Excuse me. It's like a tiling, grid manipulation game I'm very excited for. So yeah, there you have it. And again, these were ordered or sent from the Game Crafter up in Madison. They do great work supporting indie designers and indie publishers and studios. So if y'all ever have a chance to check them out, they print on demand. So everything's always tip-top shape, fresh off the press, as it were. Yeah, lots of fun ones. So I'm very, very excited. Yeah, and if you guys have recommendations for more games from the Game Crafter, like there's just so many designs. I feel like every time I look, I have to go back like 5 more times after I think I've finalized my cart, and I always find like one more thing that I didn't know existed. So if y'all have any suggestions for games from indie designers or indie studios or anything like that, or publishers, please let me know, Game Crafter or otherwise. There's a lot of cool stuff out there, and I am notorious for living under a rock. So if there are things you think I would like, send them my way, or, you know, put them in the comments so that other people can see them as well. And yeah. Oh, you have a game on there? Drew, you need to share your game. Comment on the video down below so we can all check it out. But yeah. Thanks again if you're here joining me for this, at least where I'm at right now. It's late night stream. This was super fun. Great way to end a very busy, crazy day. And I appreciate y'all being here. So thanks so much if you're here live. If you're watching in the future, thanks so much. If you would like to like the video, and if you want to subscribe, it really helps out the channel. It really helps these games get out to a wider audience of people who hopefully will enjoy them as much as I know and am hoping and am knowing and am excited to in the next coming weeks. Yeah, be on the lookout for it's almost February, believe it or not. We're almost halfway there. So I'm definitely going to be giving an overview about all these new games next month once they get played. And yeah, we should be good to go. Thanks so much, as always, for joining me. Thank you to our awesome channel members. I see some of you in the chat. Steven, what up? You guys are the best. And yeah, so just like so grateful to be part of this hobby where we have so many cool designs from so many cool people where they can share their ideas and their art and just like their creativity, and that we can all hang out and share that together. Like, how cool is that, guys? How wholesome is that? Hey, Mike. Caught you just before the end. But anyways, like I said, I think that's about all the time we have for today. I probably need to like shower at some point. I don't know. What is that? And like, yeah, I'm very tempted to try out some of these solo games. So we'll see you again soon, I'm sure. Have a great rest of your evening, day, whatever time it is, wherever you are. And we will see you next time. Bye.